Well, everybody, welcome to part 2 of my 20 favorite hot sauces that I tried in 2024. I just got finished recording numbers 20 through 11, and now I'm going to do 10 through 1. Also, will throw in as a bonus, this is also a video of worst cooking injury of 2024. Really, really, really bad oil burn. Blistered up, looks really disgusting. That's why I had to cover it up for the video. But my significant other, who is a nurse, said it was not a second-degree burn. It was only a first. It was just a really bad first-degree burn. All right, so that's relieving, I guess. And it doesn't hurt as much as it did yesterday. It was throbbing in pain for most of the day yesterday. So, yeah, be careful when you're making a fish fry or something along those lines. Might want to use rubber gloves. All right, anyways, let's get going on these sauces. Let's just get right to number 10. It was really hard. I knew I had to pick one of the pepper palace sauces that I tried this year, and ultimately this is the one that came in at number 1. All right, this is Ghostly Garlic Hot Sauce, and it kind of promotes itself as being a ghost pepper sauce, but it's not really. I actually believe that the primary pepper was some kind of habanero. Let me see. Okay, so the ingredients. Oh, okay, cayenne hot sauce, minced garlic, red habanero mash, lemon juice concentrate, brown sugar, ghost pepper powder, cayenne powder, and xanthan gum. So the only ghost pepper thing in there is just the powder. And normally I'm not a big fan of cayenne hot sauce, but it's the garlickiness of this. This has an amazing roasted garlic flavor. And whatever quality cayenne peppers they used in this were of a very high caliber. All right. Oh, yeah. So garlicky. It's so garlicky and delicious. If you're a garlic lover, you have to own this sauce. It is so, and it's not that sharp raw garlic flavor. It's that wonderful, like slightly sweet and very umami roasted garlic flavor. Really, really good. Okay, number 9 is a Cholula sauce. Yep, it's their Caliente wing sauce. To this day, it is the best buffalo wing sauce that I've ever tried. And I attribute that to the fact that it goes beyond just including the cayenne peppers that you would typically find. So it's got everything that's in a typical buffalo sauce, including cayenne peppers. I think there's butter in it too. Yeah, buttermilk. But they also include in the pepper blend arbol and Pekin peppers. And that makes all the difference. So it's a very high quality buffalo wing sauce to begin with. Wonderful creamy texture. And the flavor is just enhanced twofold by the Pekin and arbol peppers in it. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. There are some people who might critique this as being a little bit on the salty side. I just think it works. I think that the salt only helps to bring out the wonderful pepper flavors even more. I do not think it's too salty, but I can definitely see how some people might critique it for that. But to this day, this has to be possibly the number 1 Cholula product. I love almost everything of Cholula's. This stuff is in a class by itself. Outstanding. Okay. Number 8 is Chipotle by Sauceworks. Sauceworks is a Tacoma hot sauce company. Okay. And this was sort of the beginning of my journey into Chipotle sauces. I didn't have that many before like about the middle of this year, and then they started to catch my eye. There are a few others that I'm going to be talking about more, probably in the honorable mentions, not the top 10. But this was one of 2 Chipotle sauces that made top 10 though this year. That's a thick one. I didn't remember it being that thick. I just remember it being really good. Let's try it. The ingredients are fresh smoked chipotle chilies, roasted Roma tomatoes, caramelized sweet onion, ghost peppers, red wine vinegar, dark brown sugar, fresh garlic, cracked black pepper, sea salt, and spices. There's nothing in there that isn't delicious. Nothing in there that isn't delicious. That little bit of the roasted Roma tomato in there adds great tanginess and roastiness to it. The dark brown sugar is delicious. And the sweetness that it adds. I love the smokiness from the peppers. There's a little bit of heat from the ghost peppers, but not much. So, a person who's like looking to get into like hotter, slightly hotter than medium sauces might try something like this. Great all-around sauce, very well balanced. It would be great in pulled pork or over ribs or over barbecued chicken. Anything barbecue, I would see. Or you could make it a burger sauce. Yeah, great sauce. Lots of versatility. Absolutely delicious. That's number 8. Number 7. Okay, so I'm going into kind of, I'm going to feature a sauce here that you can find at Walmart. But hey, you know what? A great sauce is a great sauce. And Melinda's Black Truffle Hot Sauce is my favorite, all-time favorite truffle sauce. Because I have tried many truffle sauces. I've tried Truff, and I've tried the Truff Hotter one. I've had truffle mayonnaise. I've had other truffle sauces. Most of the time, I don't particularly care for them. This thing is utterly delicious. Oh, it's so buttery. The umami-ness from the truffles is wonderful. Very little heat. I don't even know what kind of peppers are in this. Let me check again. Oh, okay, so it's got, the ingredients are cayenne pepper mash, white vinegar, water, canola, blah, 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 fresh garlic, salt, cane sugar, onion powder, honey, grated Parmesan cheese. So I think that's what gives it the nice creaminess. And then you've got the Italian black truffles in there. It's just incredible. It's an incredible sauce. And, the interesting thing about this is truffle-based sauces are always super expensive. This thing, well, this little, hot sauce shot, this was $1 at Walmart, okay? Get a bottle of truff sauce, that thing's going to be, between $15 and $20, depending on where you're buying it. This is better than anything Truff has ever put out, in my opinion. Great sauce. Okay, let me pause for a second here. All right, let's move right along to number 6. Number 6 is Dirty Dick's Hot Pepper Sauce. This is the closest thing to a barbecue sauce that could ever make it into a top 10 video of mine. But it's just so darn good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's with a tropical twist. So it's got, some flavors of, allspice and cinnamon in there. And it's got some fruitiness, too, I think from pineapple juice. So the ingredients are habanero peppers, mangoes, pineapple, vinegar, bananas, tomatoes, brown sugar, raisins, onions, garlic, salt, and spices. Made in Vermont. And it advertises itself as the best hot sauce in the world. Well, it's pretty damn close. I mean, that is just so addictive and delicious. It's so full of flavor. That's the thing. All of the flavors in this just, explode. It's incredibly flavorful, but at the same time, it's not dominated by any of the flavors in there. They blend together very nicely. It's just a really nice, bold kind of barbecue-style hot sauce. It's the best of its kind. I love it. And it's inexpensive. You can get a bottle for $6, $7. All right? All right, we're on to the top 5. And you can just see by how empty the bottle is that this is one of my absolute favorite sauces. Local Hive honey Sriracha hot sauce. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that goes better over an egg than this stuff that I've ever had. And this is my thing. I think every single hot sauce that I tried this year, and probably that number's close to 100, I have at some point or another tried it over eggs. All right, so this is beating out a lot of competition. I should have had an egg handy for this video. All right, the thing that's so amazing about this sauce is that it is not just a honey sauce, and it's not just a hot sauce. It finds the perfect balance of both. All right, so if you try Mike's hot honey, it's basically honey with a pepper twist to it. No, this is a hot sauce with prominent honey flavor in it. And I will say that the Sriracha flavor is outstanding. This is going to be not only my go-to egg sauce, this is going to be my go-to Sriracha sauce. I love it. It's better than any of the popular, I don't even know what the name of it is, whatever the one with the chicken on the bottle is. This tastes better than that, in my opinion. Outstanding sauce. I've also had the Habanero hot sauce by Local Hive. Not as good. The Habanero doesn't work as well with the honey. Okay. Moving on to number 4. This is another locally made product, I believe Tacoma as well. Avila Gorilla Chipotle hot sauce. I said that there were going to be 2 Chipotle sauces in the top 10. Yes, Chigosle was excellent, but this kind of beat it out in terms of, I think I like the texture better, yeah. So This has a very nice texture. There's like good chunks of pepper and garlic in it. Wonderful sweetness from the honey. So the main ingredient is honey. So it's got honey water. It's got a pepper mash that consists of green jalapeno, habanero, chipotle, and ghost chili. That was another thing that kind of elevated a little bit over the other one, was that it had 4 different really good peppers that really were prominent in the flavor. And then it's got yellow bell pepper. So it's actually got 5 peppers in it. Apple cider vinegar, tomato paste, cane sugar, salt, garlic, shallots, dextrose, acid, smoked paprika. Yeah. And that one's a little bit less forward on the sweetness. Like the sweetness is in there. Even though the main ingredient is honey, it's not overwhelmingly sweet. There's a good degree of pepperiness and saltiness in it. Again, perfectly balanced sauce, totally addictive. Great over grilled meats, pulled pork, ribs, barbecue chicken, that type of thing. Okay, coming in at number 3, High Desert Sauce Company's Tikk-Hot-Masala. This is a sauce that I purchased when I was in Tucson, Arizona this year. It is made in Tucson. I've had several curry sauces this year, curry type sauces, and this is by far the best. It is very thick too. I think there might be peanuts in it. I'll look at the ingredients again. It's also, by the way, very hot. I think because there's Reaper in it. All right. So you can just, there's so much complexity and depth in that. It's got distilled vinegar, tomato, unsweetened coconut milk, peppers, and then the peppers in it are Anaheim peppers, ghost peppers, Carolina Reaper pepper. It's got onion, tomato paste, agave nectar, garlic, kosher salt, apple cider vinegar, peppercorns, cumin, garam masala, turmeric, coriander, and ginger. So many good things in that. So many good things in that. And it's one of the most complex sauces you will ever try. If you give yourself a moment to really let it linger in your mouth, you will taste everything in there, one by one. And some of those flavors are going to dissipate, and then they're going to come back in waves. It's just such a good sauce. It's so good. I cannot say enough about it. Outstanding. I love this sauce company, and I love curry sauces, and this is the best that I've ever had. Okay, number 2. Diablo Hot Sauce by TNT Spices. All right. I reviewed a bunch of products by this company. It's a little family-owned business in Philadelphia. Oh, this is the only sauce that I've ever had that uses long hot peppers. That's a type of Italian pepper. And the thing you're going to notice as I'm reading through the rest of the ingredients in this is these sauces are they're like made by a mad scientist. There's stuff in these sauces that you just would never imagine being in a hot sauce, and it always works with them, almost always. But yeah, these are masterful, inventive creations that this company makes. This is kind of like it's like a sandwich sauce, but it's good over pasta, any Italian food. It's good over pizza. But let me read to you what's in it. You're just gonna be like shaking your head like, what? Okay, so it's got Italian long hot peppers, water, pineapple juice, rice vinegar, olive oil, garlic, onion, adobo seasoning, which is salt, garlic, oregano, onion, black pepper, turmeric, and cumin, scorpion pepper, red pepper flakes, sugar and MSG, salt and black pepper, Italian seasoning, which is basil, oregano, savory, red pepper flakes, rosemary, marjoram, cilantro, and thyme, smoked paprika, hickory smoke, fish sauce, which is anchovy, salt, water, and sugar. So there's all sorts of spices and herbs and umami-ness and a not often used in sauces pepper. And honestly, this is one of the only things that I would ever say is just something to just eat on its own. It's like a snacking sauce. I could eat an entire bottle of this sauce on its own. That is how good it is. It doesn't need to be put on food. It's just effing delicious. Okay? Wonderful. And finally, another one by High Desert Sauce Company is number 1. Ghost of Saffron. Best sauce of 2024. I don't know. Some people might consider it a curry sauce, which would make it the best of two curry sauces by the same company that I've tried, but I don't think so. I don't know. Hang on one second. Yeah, sorry about that. So this is yet another sauce. Like Diablo Hotter, it is just an ingenious creation. I mean, just listen to what's in this. So this has fire roasted tomato, vinegar, peppers, which are smoked ghost and yellow scotch bonnets, two of my favorite, fire roasted carrots, roasted garlic, roasted onion, avocado oil, fresh garlic, salt, agave nectar, smoked paprika, toasted cumin seed, lime juice, Mexican oregano, and saffron. So much in there. So much great flavor coming from the roasted vegetables in that. Wonderful tanginess coming from the lime juice. Wonderful spiciness coming from the cumin seed and the saffron and the smoked paprika. The fire roasted tomato tastes great. The pepper blend is delicious and vibrant. It's just outstanding. It's just outstanding. Okay? 10 out of 10 easily. Best sauce of 2024. And I just realized that HDSC is Brian Ames. I had no idea. I'd never made that connection before. Brian, you are a sauce making genius. Outstanding, outstanding, outstanding work. Never stop. All right. Now I'm going to just take one more pause and then I'm going to do honorable mentions. All right, so I'm going to go really quickly through the honorable mentions. I'm not going to be sampling all of them. I just want to, give a shout out to a few more sauces that I tried this year that almost made the top 20. It was really hard not to, but they're great sauces all the same. All right, so we got another Cholula one. I'm not a big fan necessarily of orange habanero sauces. This was one of the best that I'd ever tried. Great stuff. Season of the Witch. This was a pumpkin spice hot sauce. I was supposed to do it for a Halloween video, but there ended up being complications, so I reviewed it a few weeks ago. Very interesting sauce, and not what you might think. It wasn't overly sweet, but it did taste very, very heavily of peppers and pumpkin spice. This was another fermented sauce by Kusi Foods. This had bananas in it, and it also used South American yellow chili peppers. Really, really good over eggs. Also, unbelievably good over eggs is Herdez's Avocado Hot Sauce. Creamy and surprisingly spicy. Another fermented hot sauce. I've never had anything with golden cayenne peppers, but they are absolutely delicious. They're going to be my favorite kind because I'm not the biggest fan of the red cayenne. I'm very, very picky about my cayenne sauces. Golden cayennes have a different flavor. They're sweeter and more refreshing. And this was a very, very good, another fermented one. This is my favorite dessert sauce. The best dessert sauce that I've ever eaten. This is another one by TNT Spices. The Espresso, Black and Blue Espresso hot sauce. Great balance of heat and sweetness. Not overwhelmingly sweet, because that's my criticism of most dessert sauces. They were able to pull off something that could be decent over ice cream or waffles or pancakes or things like that, but also it's, on its own, it doesn't have this like unpleasantly overwhelming sweetness to it. You can just kind of sip on it a little bit. So yeah, it's a great dessert sauce. And there's Cauterizer hot sauce. This was the sauce by Heartbreaking Dawns. This was the scorpion sauce that started to change my mind about scorpion peppers, because I'd had a few scorpion-based pepper sauces that I did not care for. This one started to turn the page on that one, okay? Because it was a nice, the flavor of the peppers wasn't as unpleasant as it had been in the past. I also was just really taken in by the cool label, and it had some really good ingredients in it. Elijah's Extreme is one of those sauces, kind of like the Reaper Evil sauce, that manages to be incredibly fiery hot, but also extremely flavorful. This is a really nice garlicky sauce. It's for chili heads only, and it's outstanding. And then I just wanted to throw in this one, just because this was really interesting. So I tried all 4 of the Perrona Mexican-style hot sauces. They use chiltepin peppers, which are tiny little berry peppers, kind of like pekin peppers. They have a very nice tart, fruity flavor, and this was an interesting black. I think it would be considered a seafood sauce. But until I found out that seafood sauces tend to be this black color and have soy sauce in them, I thought it was uncategorizable. I just remember it just tasted really interesting and good. I'd never had anything quite like it when I tried it, so that's another honorable mention. I'm sure there are others that I could mention, but I've gone on 20 minutes now, and I'm ready to wrap it up. So there you go. Top 20 hot sauces of 2024.